One of the best things to do on a hot summer day is to have a walk around a lavender field. I did this recently and the aroma is just amazing. You just watch as the bees hop from one fragrant flower to the other. Some flies, surprisingly no butterflies. Today I'm going to test if I can extract lavender oil from lavender plant at low temperature, so wish me luck. A quick information about lavender. Lavender, with the botanical name Lavandula species, is an aromatic shrub. The flower of the plant contains volatile oils and flavonoids, which when processed correctly produce lavender oil. Lavender can also be used as an antidepressant. 39 species of lavandula, and English lavender, which is Lavandula augustifolia, is one of them. This is corolla under the microscope. Corolla, also known as the petals of a flower. The plant petals are filled with finger-like projections and pollen, as you can see. This is calyx under the microscope. Water was added here. Again, we can see the finger-like projection. It is well known that lavender oil can be extracted from distillation process in water. Others have demonstrated that lavender tincture can be made from ethanol. Here, I try to extract lavender at room temperature using rubbing alcohol and water. So first, I transfer the lavender plant into a granite mortar and pestle. I thresh the stem to remove the lavender bulb and reduce the size so as to make sure extraction is easier by exposing the plant surface area. I move the pestle in a circular motion, gently tapping on the plant and then let it rest for no other reason than to enjoy the aroma that has filled the room by now. It smells really, really, really good in the room. I remove the stem using a tweezer, as you can see, but I don't really have to, but I use it anyway. I then move my finger along the stem, the opposite direction. As I mentioned, the more I thresh this, the better it smells. Once all the stems is removed, it's time to grind. I use more pressure on the lavender plant. You can see the side of the mortar shining from the oil. The content was then placed on a piece of paper and divided into two of my repurposed Nutella jars that I turned into a beaker. I then add 12 grams of rubbing alcohol to one, covered it with cling film to minimize evaporation of the rubbing alcohol. And I did exactly the same with water. And this is what I saw after 30 minutes at room temperature. The temperature of the room was measured at 24 degrees Celsius. It's already showing that water and IPA may not be dissolving the same plant material. I let the two mixture sit for 2 days. And already I can see a biofilm on the surface of water sample, an IPA condensate on the cling film, which makes it difficult to see the inside of the preparation. A small sample of the biofilm was taken and looked at under the microscope, and all I see is fibers, bacterial colony, and materials that shines. The next stage is the filtration process. Before filtration, I place 2 of the mixtures in the freezer to see if I can freeze any lavender extraction. So it's time to separate the liquid from the milled wood. I did this by using a tea bag. Unfortunately, the pores of the tea bag is too large, so small debris were able to flow along with the filtrate. I shake the container and transfer into the tea bag. Again, the smell is just amazing. But I must say that this smells less of lavender, but still smells like a plant material I could not recognize. However, the smell reminds me of spearmint. Once everything is transferred, I then squeeze the tea bag to remove all the liquid as much as possible. And as you can see, that's the leftover ice from placing it in the freezer. I then pour the IPA content into a tea bag and then squeeze again to separate the woody part of the plant from my extraction. If you look closely, you can see some sediment in both filtrates. In order to separate the lavender oil from this preparation, one way to do this is to evaporate the solvent. So I have to evaporate the water and the IPA. And this was done at room temperature by leaving the content of the jars open. At this point, the jar where water is used as solvent smells like spearmint, and the IPA extract smells like lavender. The IPA extract, after evaporation, have a soft gel material, and the water extract had flaky brown residue with needle-like crystals after total drying. So, as you can see, I have been able to demonstrate that by using IPA at room temperature, there is a good chance that you can extract something that smells like lavender, but clearly not lavender oil.